Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Continuing our top 15 series, we've got something special lined up for you today. I know so many of you have been asking for a customer reviews analysis for this one. Well, we're finally doing it. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Opening things up, our first reviewer gives us their take.
This reviewer was dealing with a tough networking situation in their two-level apartment, which has solid concrete walls. Getting a decent Wi-Fi signal from the upstairs modem down to the bedrooms on the lower level was a constant struggle, leading them to try numerous different solutions before testing this particular router. Getting this new device up and running was a breeze. Our reviewer notes the entire setup process took less than 15 minutes. They appreciated being able to manage it through an app or a web browser, with the browser offering more advanced settings. A key detail they discovered was that to use all the wireless bands this router offers, a second unit is required, which was a bit of a drawback. On the same floor as the router, the performance was described as phenomenal. With a gigabit internet plan, they experienced consistently strong and stable signals across the entire upper level. Wireless download speeds were impressive, easily hitting 600 Mbps on the 5G band without any random disconnects or slowdowns. However, the story completely changed on the lower level. The concrete construction proved to be too much for the signal to handle. Our reviewer found the Wi-Fi strength to be extremely poor downstairs, with 5G speeds dropping to a nearly unusable 10 Mbps, even when standing directly below where the router was placed upstairs. The 4 GHz band fared slightly better, but was still a massive drop in speed. Ultimately, this client returned the device. The signal's inability to penetrate their concrete walls was the main issue. Despite this, they would still recommend this router for a very specific situation, a single-level home without major structural barriers. For that kind of environment, its simple setup and powerful performance would likely make it an excellent choice.
Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer found that right out of the box, this router struggled to provide a strong signal throughout their roughly 2,000 square foot home. While our client acknowledges that their older home's lath and plaster construction could be a factor in weakening the signal, they felt it didn't entirely account for the coverage gaps. To solve the problem, they repurposed an older piece of networking equipment, setting it to bridge mode to catch and extend the new router's signal to the far reaches of the house. The setup process itself was a bit of a mixed bag. Our reviewer notes that it relies entirely on a mobile app, which worked but had some clunky and slow moments. There were a couple of times where the process seemed to freeze, requiring a bit of patience to just wait it out. Installation also requires creating a mandatory online account, which can be a detour if you don't already have one. This client strongly advises having a pen and paper ready to jot down all the new login details, and they stress the importance of using strong, unique passwords for both the web account and the router's administration panel to keep the network secure. Once everything is up and running, the device can be managed through the app or a standard web browser interface. This client found the browser-based controls to be fairly complete for a typical user, offering a good range of options. However, they suspect that very technical users who want deep, granular control might find the interface a bit frustrating. Ultimately, despite the initial coverage issue and the slightly tedious setup, this client is satisfied with how this mesh router is performing with their custom configuration.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer recently got this Wi-Fi mesh system, and so far they're really impressed. The setup was surprisingly easy. Our reviewer mentioned that after unboxing and plugging things in, the whole thing, updating the firmware, getting the app on their phone, and having the mesh up and running, took very little time. This client was replacing some older equipment that was definitely showing its age, so the upgrade was pretty significant. The router is located in their shop, which is a good distance from their house. They're running several servers through Ethernet in the shop and placed the mesh extender inside the house. Even with the distance, they're seeing great speeds inside the house. They have a good internet connection, but the reviewer has tried more expensive routers in the past that didn't perform nearly as well. The app is user-friendly and dependable. The status light on the mesh repeater shows a weaker signal, but it's working perfectly. Despite living in a wooded area with potential interference from other Wi-Fi networks, the reviewer believes this wireless network is doing a good job of managing the signal. They usually have quite a few devices using the Wi-Fi, along with the wired servers, and haven't had any issues with lag or buffering while streaming video. This client thinks they're even pushing the system beyond what it's designed for, and they're thrilled with the results. The The speed and reliability are so good that they're seriously considering setting up a smart home, which wasn't even an option before. Luckily, they haven't needed to contact tech support because everything has been working smoothly since setup.
Appreciate you watching. If this video helped, like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts below. See you soon.